gang. Welcome to Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's live stream. Yeah, gang, that's right. Live stream with a pulse. Anyway, gang, hey, you know what? Have a look at this and be sure to pay attention. Have a look at this.
Prettiest, yes, the prettiest heads in town are turning to Shasta for a hot cream shampoo. When lanolin-enriched Shasta meets hot water, hundreds of tiny cells explode into hot lanolin lather that cleans and lusters hair as it blends with your own natural oils to give you a caressing hot cream shampoo. As an extra treat, Shasta's lanolin lather is rich enough for a deep scalp treatment. After a vigorous massage, wrap head in hot towel for 2 minutes before final rinse. Feels like a $3.50 hot cream treatment, costs only 9 cents. Hair looks brighter, feels softer, and will stay its behaving best for days to come when you have a hot cream shampoo with Shasta cream.
Well, anyway, gang, that's right. Oh boy, Shasta shampoo with lanolin. Now, I had to Google what lanolin was because I had no clue. Lanolin, otherwise known as sheep's wax, I believe. And if you ever want something interesting to read, read what lanolin is. Oh boy, I tell you, lanolin. But anyway, gang, welcome to the live stream. And I tell you what, gang, we got some of the oddball stream for you tonight. We're not doing the potty stream tonight. That's going to be reserved for the 24-hour stream coming up on March the 5th. So that's coming up. It's actually almost done. But yeah, that will be coming up March the 5th. Next Friday will be another edition of Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium's Drive-In Theater. That's right, gang. So we'll have some other horrible movie to watch and make fun of and etc. But anyway, gang, welcome to the live stream. And I tell you what, this is the only live stream you'll see tonight where a host will encourage you to renew your gym membership just by the mere sight of your host. But anyway, gang, welcome to see who's here. Hey, there's Madison, Maine. Hi. Jersey History Hunters. Hello. Ambient Girl Digs. Llama. Hi. Rivendell Coins. Hi. Riv, is that still on tonight? I hope so. Hi, Liz. How are you? Hope everything is well there. And, oh, there's that crazy lady again. Sandy Wright. She follows me everywhere. And hope you feel better soon, AWR. Uh-oh, didn't see that. Hi, AWR, or softly just in case. And hi, Monk, how are you? And Yorkshire, hi, York, or otherwise known alias, B&M Outdoor Pursuits, hi. And, yo, there he is. I'm here lurking tonight, not feeling well. Had to take a painkiller, so hello to everyone. Have a great night. And, oh, boy, do feel better, AWR. And welcome to the chat. And Riv says this has been years since I indulged in a hot cream shampoo, and that doesn't say no. Anyway, and welcome to the chat, and we're in the live stream. I guess you're both. Wow, you're multitasking. Didn't even know it. And welcome. Finding goodies. Hi, Mayor. Hi. Did I say Madison, Maine? Hi, Madison, Maine. Oz. Hi. And welcome to the live stream. Like I said. Oh, there's North Jersey Detector, that guy. Welcome. And anyway, gang, I tell you what, we've got a stream for you tonight. It's a little off the wall, and I bet Charlie does a lot of Pilates. You know what? I was just trying to get that planking thing down, and no, it kept falling over. Hi, Marty, how are you? And welcome to the riser planking. That just doesn't sit. No, I don't know. And planking, that was a thing, wasn't it? I don't get it. I don't know. But anyway, gang, welcome to the stream. Now tonight we are going to be taking a stroll, a casual walk, and we're going to be taking a stroll through Evil Bay. and look to see if there is anything truly historically significant or important. And basically, we'll be sifting through the listings and determining whether or not the item is indeed rare, and is it truly significant, and not just a word used to sell a product. Now, please do make your opinions in the chat, whether you think it's rare or not. And while we are doing this, we are also going to be discussing about preservation of those items. What can be done, what should not be done. And as we go through, we'll kind of just take a gander and kind of weigh it out. And I'll tell you what, where we started with this, I had a conversation 2 or 3 nights ago. I don't know. It all runs together. Happens when you're senile. But anyway, about 2 or 3 nights ago, I had a conversation with somebody about whether or not an item should be in a museum or not. And I must say, it's kind of a lofty, opinionated discussion whether something should be in a museum or not. And the thing that we have to understand, museums are holders of pieces that have particularly no ownership. Museum typically does not buy relics. And there is an exception to this case. Basically, non-government funded museums will. But anyway, so we went back and forth on whether or not certain things should be in a museum, whether or not a museum is a good custodian of relics or not. And we were all over the place. I think by the time we ended that conversation, we had shifted opinion from yes, no, and we just actually became undecided. Now, the one thing that we both agreed on through the entire thing, the individual who has a passion for history and a passion for the historical relevance of an item, that person with that passion is a better custodian than somebody who is hired to be so. And that's horrible to say, but unfortunately, I do believe it's true. Because if you care greatly and deeply for something, of course you're going to take better care of it. But unfortunately, we are all humans, and we all actually face our demise at some point or another. So somehow arrangements must be made for those items to be taken care after our death. So anyway, we went all over the place with this, and we even got talking a little bit about artwork, for example, artwork that had been stolen during the Nazi occupation of Germany, etc., and all the other places that were raided and lost artwork and etc. Should it go back to the rightful owner, even if it's in currently a museum? We were all over having this conversation, but we decided that overall, again, probably the individual is the best caretaker of that thing. And of course, then we thought, it's probably best if we were to obtain certain things to lend them to a museum for display or for research or etc., but with precautionary things in place, which you can do. Sometimes even the museum will have to take out a bond on the product. That way, in case if anything happens, or insurance, why there's really no loss. And but I tell you what, there's also too the chance if you donate something to a museum, sometimes they will have fundraising things and sell off pieces, and that's something too that you have to kind of watch out for. But we were all over in this subject, and I really want to get off of it now because I want to get into this. I do need somebody to remind me. Don't let me go past 8:15 because we got some announcements I want to make sure we get in. We got some other stuff I really want to touch on. I do have a story about Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper, and I'm still baffled by this. I wonder if I should just tell it now before we get into eBay. I don't know. Anyway, it baffles me to no end, and I kind of love it. I don't know. You guys want to jump right into this, or do you guys want to hear the story about the toilet paper? Because I'm loving the story about the. Tell us now. All right. Well, I got the story about this toilet paper. All right. So we're friends with amongst the crowd here, of course. Yeah. 8:15 there, York, if you're still here. But so the toilet paper. All right, you guys know, you guys been around. It's a gag. Okay, the toilet paper is a gag, and so we had a little bit of fun with it because we had one YouTuber, and we kind of know his opinions, and he's supposed to email me, and he's supposed to email me. I don't know if he is. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to embarrass him. It's not my point and purpose. But I kind of love the little episode that went on. So he's talking with a mutual friend, right? And he doesn't stop by the channel. He was talking with a mutual friend, YouTube friends, of course. And he refuses to come by the live stream anymore because I'm always trying to sell him toilet paper. This person genuinely believed that Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper is a thing, and I expect all of you to buy it and go out to your stores. So this mutual friend had this conversation with him. At first, he didn't do too much explaining. He just kind of asked him, have you ever looked for it? And the guy says, I'm not buying it. I'm not going out to the store and buying this toilet paper. Why? It's small, and he's listing the reasons of why he's not buying the toilet paper. So through this conversation, the mutual friend starting to, he thinks I'm putting this up to this guy. I don't know the guy really. I've only briefly interacted with him. I didn't really. I didn't. I only know him as a glancing acquaintance. I don't know who he is or anything, what he does on YouTube or anything. But through this mutual friend, he's starting to, he fills me in and like, this guy really thinks you're selling toilet paper, man. And I was like, you're fooling me. And he goes, no, I thought you were fooling me by putting him up to the telling me that he's kind of mad that you're out there selling toilet paper. And I thought of all the reasons not to like the show or whatever, or to take it seriously. All right. So this is what happened. So this is over the course of a couple of days. He tells the guy, you know what? You should go out and buy some. Go out to the store, buy some, write a nasty note on it, and send it to him. And the guy thought it was a good idea. So this guy goes, I don't know where he goes, but let's just say he went to a couple different places and complains to the other guy through text. Right? Complains to the other guy that he can't find it. So the other guy just was letting it float. He was like, you know what? Go on Amazon. Amazon's got it. I've seen it on Amazon's got everything. They have distributors all over that sells the brand name products and camping gear and etc. They've got Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium. So this guy goes on Amazon and still can't find it. So I at this point I'm completely dumbfounded that I thought it was a joke back to me. I thought this other guy. So I was dumbfounded. I didn't know what to think or say or what I didn't want to kind of ruin the joke, but at the same time I'm like, guy, I don't know. I'm still dumbfounded. So anyway, this is what happened. So the mutual friend breaks the news to him and says, you know, it's a joke. And it's been a joke for years. There is no, and oh my goodness, I don't know what happened with the interim conversation because I haven't been privy to that part yet. I did get a message from him. All right, the guy who's, he messaged me. I have not answered, and I think I'm not going to answer because I really don't know how to answer it. I got a message from the guy asking if the toilet paper thing was real and whether or not it can be sold. And the thing that gets me is, all right, I know he doesn't know I know the story from A to B. Now he's starting to see it, of course. He's asking politely if he could buy some. Now I have not responded because I just don't know at this point how I want to respond. Because obviously he doesn't know I've known from the start of back and forth between the mutual friend, but at the same time You know, it's okay to be gullible. I'll admit I can be gullible, and sometimes you just don't know. But at the same time, just to have this kind of snap, quick judge, I don't know, man. It's been driving me nuts because I don't know what to do or say about it, or I definitely don't want to ruin it. And God forbid he's watching it. I don't see his name, but still, I just don't know what to make of it. Anyway, I got it off my chest. But anyway, so yeah, it has really made me dumbfounded, as I just didn't think anyone could ever take it seriously because of how much of a put on it is, or I don't know. But there you have it. Someone actually believes this stuff is real because they saw it on the screen. It must be so. Okay, people, use your discern whether or not things are real, or I don't know. But oh my goodness, that has dumbfounded me since. Back to Relics. All right, I had to get that out there. And by the way, that's right, gang. Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. It goes where you go for when you have to go. And you can find it at your local Kmart stores. But anyway, gang, tonight, again, we got stuff about relics. And basically, we want you to participate in chat. We're going to be reviewing some things. And when you take a look at it, okay, in the chat, put down whether or not you think it's rare. And we'll stop on a couple of things and see what the preservation tips or ideas are. And from there, we will be kind of looking at a couple of different things, and we'll chat about it. But again, we'll be talking about the rarity of the item and basically the item's importance, and then again, the brief note on preservation. Will be a giveaway later on. But anyway, gang, here, Rev, are you still here? Anyway, Rev, if you're still here, is that thing still on for later on? Anyway, so here we go, over to Evil Bay. Now, when we first did our search, we tried doing historically significant. But I guess significant is too hard of a word to sell, or write, or type, or spell. But so anyway, we did historically important. And with that, we came up with some items to take a look at. And but anyway, gang. So here we have, the first thing we have here is a historically important Civil War era watercolor by James Dempsey Hutton. And that's a lofty price, don't you think? $2,000. But anyway, is artwork historically important? I say so, especially before the camera. Why, that's our only means of recording the appearance of things. Some of our earlier photographs, such as New York City, only exist prior to photographs by paintings, drawings, and etchings, etc. So yes, they are. I do believe they are historically significant. Now, as far as the preservation of anything of that nature on paper, why, oh my goodness. Now, anybody who does collect paper, oh, be forewarned. Why, I'm reading some of this chat here. I would try to sell sand to the Arabs. That would be an idea. We can try, or refrigerators to the Eskimos. But anyway, preservation of, I almost said toilet paper. Preservation of anything paper is always a tricky thing. Things in frames, for example, you want to be careful of the backing. Only use glass. And again, paper is tricky. But anyway, Next item here, you actually have it. It's pretty close to me. It's M.W. Galton Brothers coin silver pitcher, circa 1850, and it's historically important, Cape May, New Jersey. Now, the pitcher here, I kind of struggle with that, whether that particular one item is historically important. Now, it would be to some people. I know to a local person in Cape May, I believe it was owned by a ship's captain by the name of Wilden, which is a popular name in southern New Jersey. And the Wilden family actually, I believe, came down from the Connecticut, Massachusetts area, actually during the time of the witch trials. But anyway, so is it significant to everybody? I'd say no, but as far as something, an item being significant to the family itself, perhaps. But it's awfully a lofty price for that, I think. But anyway, do I think it's overly significant? No. And rare, it's only rare to that one particular item. I don't think it's the item itself being a silver pitcher from 1850 is extremely rare. No. But is it rare or significant to that one person or family? I'd say so. But yeah, like I said, overall, no, but to the individual. Here's a good one. I like this one, though it's kind of bizarre. July 1776, Pony Express rider. Important news to deliver. Colonel Seymour signed. Now, I haven't done any looking at this whatsoever, but I think the title is a little bit misleading. We're going to click onto it, maybe. Maybe I can just open it in a new tab. Hopefully I won't lose anybody or, you know. Oh, there's Rib. Rib, is that thing still on for tonight? I'll try and watch chat this time. So anyway, we don't really have too many pictures of this item, and I don't think we're really getting... Oh, there we are. This says this is an original document dated July the 27th, 1776, where William Alford has been paid for riding express to Danbury, Connecticut, to deliver orders by Colonel Thomas Seymour on behalf of the governor, written and signed by Colonel Thomas Seymour on the front and by William Alford on the back. The document is 4x7. Colonel Thomas Seymour was commissioned a captain of militia in 1773, promoted to lieutenant colonel in 1774, and led 3 regiments as commander of the Connecticut Light Horse Cavalry to aid the Continental Army in New York during the summer of 1776. And then down is just please review my other stuff, blah, blah, blah. Well, I would imagine this would be significant if it can be authenticated, and to a reasonable degree. We would actually have to check out the seller a little bit more. But is it significant? Is it rare? And again, it would have to be in your area of study. It would have to have something particular. We don't have anything that's more notable. The people are significant, but yet at the same time, it's not like it's by George Washington. It's not like it's, you know, by Thomas Jefferson or Benedict Arnold. I read something about him today too. But anyway, so where does this lie? Would this lie more to a collector, of somebody who has a deep interest in it? And I dare say, you know what? That Riv, that call, that's actually my point. I don't like. Hey, you're listening, or you're what? Hey, is that thing still on for tonight? Yes, we'll play at 8:30. Okay. But anyway, I just get this feeling about it. It just rubs me the wrong way, and I don't know. Here's the next tricky one. Confederate Handbook, 1982, compilation of important data. Don't know what that is. We'll skip over it. Books I do find to be important, but as far as, we'll see if we have something on here that's rare and whatnot. I love this listing down here. Early, historically important, vintage Louis Vuitton steamer trunk. I don't think it's historically important. Is it the only one? Was it the prototype? It's a word. Those are words. That's all they are. Something to help promote this item. It's salesmanship. I do not believe it's historically important. Did it have a particular owner? I just not there with it. So yeah, we'll keep going. We're going to start skimming over here. Try to find some of the better ones. Books. Oh, books. Coinage. I don't know who that person is. Honorable Howell Cobb, historically important. Stampless cover from Athens, Georgia. Let's take a look. Oh, we can zoom on stuff. Honorable Howell Cobb. Now, right now he's asking for $125 for it. Now, again, this would be significant or important to the person of that local region, unless there's some sort of historical precedent that this item holds. Now, I was reading years ago about Lincoln's hat. Now, I believe Lincoln's hat is held by, oh boy, I'm trying to do this from memory, and I know I'm going to mess it all up. I was reading about Lincoln's hat and how it is housed in Illinois at a museum. Now, the museum is non-government funded, and they were actually under a little bit of restraints as far as the museum owing a loan and etc. And they were scared that Lincoln's hat was going to have to sit on the auction block and etc. Now, a couple of thoughts that run through my mind about that. Well, I also had a couple other artifacts from the night that Lincoln was shot. I believe they had his blood-stained gloves as well. And why would you want that hat? That's a whole one. Anyway, and they were scared that was going to fall into public hands, and then the items would disappear, and etc. But yet, at the same time, wouldn't the government be more interested in saving that museum, saving that collection, versus trying to discredit them? I don't know. See, now, it's stuff like that where I think that the government and antiquities just don't run any sort of parallels. But anyway, well, I was reading about that this morning, and I just kind of, it just made my skin crawl. It was actually from a couple years ago. I'm actually still in the process of researching and finding out if they ever became solvent. They were doing donations and GoFundMes and a whole lot of stuff like that. And especially with COVID and everything, and attendance being down, I wonder if they survived and etc. But I got to look it back up and see where they're at now. Anyway, back to artifacts. And all right, here we go. And I have to admit, I like this. Historically important, War of 1812, Massachusetts militia appointment, dated 1814. And hey, this one also benefits charity. I like that. I like when stuff benefits charity. Open link in new tab. Anyway, it says, you being appointed sergeant of a company. Oh boy, look at that. Now, the information in this item alone, I do find to be historically important. Should it command the price that it is? I don't know. But anyway, it says, removed from a Western Maine Victorian scrapbook that included genealogical material. This page includes full documentation and provenance Hey, there you go. That's important right there. That important P word. Provenance. The partially printed document dated April the 25th, 1814, at Jay, Massachusetts, now Maine, appoints Uriah Proctor. That's it. Any more kids? That's it. We're going to name him Uriah. Uriah Proctologist. I don't know. Uriah Proctor. Anyway, as a sergeant in the 2nd Regiment, 1st Brigade of the 13th Division of the Militia of Massachusetts. See below for full text. His company commander was Ira Bartlett, whose father, John Bartlett, had served in the Revolutionary War under Stark at Bennington and at the Battle of Saratoga. His son, Leon, was a cavalry captain during the Civil War who fought in 17 engagements. Ira Bartlett's grandfather, Josiah, was a signer of the Declaration of Independence. Oh, nice. So anyway, you got stuff here to back it up. I tell you what, it's very well documented, and I guess what, gang? That's right, this here, I would have to classify as rare. And should that command that price? Well, he's got the provenance with it, and I tell you what, I would have to say yes, it is indeed important. I saw that, Sandy. And anyway, oh shoot, we didn't talk more about paper. Acid is not your friend with paper, nor is, just like with coins, severe temperature changes, especially anything with high humidity. So all of these things you want to be kind of cautious about. You want to have, especially paper, in a stable environment. Otherwise, you will have a thing called foxing, which is no good to either paper or books. And again, if you're going to be a custodian of this artifact, be a good custodian, because you're not going to find another one. This is it. That's the only one. But anyway, and it's the same thing with paintings, paper, etc., or even paper money. And why is this looking different? Why am I getting all this like that? This is not the same stuff I had on here earlier today. Where's all my documents? Where? Oh, all right. Let's hit this one more time. If not, I want to retype the search thing on here. All right, we're going to type it back in there real quick and see if it doesn't pull up better. Also on page 2. What? Oh, how'd this work? Now that's first. It's going to have the items relisted in the where I look. I don't know. All right, let's go to page 4, and because I'm not seeing the stuff I saw earlier today. Everything's about cookies. We're going to throw stuff back in your face that you already looked at in the hopes that you buy it. Oh, art. Oh boy, is art important? Is art rare? We went through that during that conversation. And again, we we said yes, art is important, especially art of antiquities. And but I tell you what, art and pricing has us both baffled because we don't understand or realize the scale of money. Of course, something's only worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. However, we cannot justify the price tag behind certain items as far as what they command. And sometimes it baffles my mind when I hear like a Picasso going for $50 million or etc. And it just, why? Why is it worth $50 million? I mean, I could go do a paint by numbers, and I'd sell it to you for $50 million. Some of the things I'm not seeing on here, we had books on here that were first editions, and I do believe they are somewhat important. However, just how important they were. Here's a document here, rare important letter from Indiana University Bloomington founder in regards to the Civil War. I tell you what, yes, that is important. That is rare. I didn't have a chance to review that yet, but I do believe we won't spend too much time on that. But anyway, catalogs, coin catalogs or auctions, and we were talking about those a little bit, whether they are not important, and I kind of had to sway his opinion towards the catalogs and whether they serve a purpose or not. For years, I've used a Sotheby's catalog in regards to coins, and especially some of the older Roman coins, which I am not still too familiar with, though I actually really like them. One of the best resources I've ever had in regards to Roman coins was that Sotheby's catalog. Not only did it go into depth as far as the historical references towards the coins, it went in great depth, but it also went into the emperor on the coin. And I still think that Sotheby's catalog is one of my go-to books that when researching for about Roman coins. This is just not giving me the stuff like So if you need reference material for coins, do take a look at some of the auction catalogs. Because sometimes you'll actually see them more in depth than some of your actual coin books. Why is this just not doing what it's supposed to do? All right, let's go over to historically significant, see if that's any better. I'm pretty sure that's why I changed it earlier. Books. Oh, books. Now, again, the same with paper and books. Condition is everything. Now, whether or not this particular book is historically significant or rare, I'm not sure, but I'm going to tell you this. A rare book, if you manage to buy one, you are now taking the responsibility of being a custodian of it. Now, with that being said, it's up to you to take good care of it. Otherwise, it will depreciate in value because of any sort of mishandling. And again, just as with regular paper items, temperature and moisture and the things to look out for that will depreciate those books. And I used to deal in books. I don't do that anymore. All right, I did see this earlier. I thought this was kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't know. Historically significant 1902, signed Zane Grey love letter. And Zane Grey, if you're not familiar, was a writer from where? Writer from Ohio. Zanesville? Is that right? I don't know. But anyway, he wrote fiction about the Old West. And anyway, they got one of his love letters. Oh boy, I tell you, I wonder if there's anything juicy in there. And here we have a historically significant 1912 Hotel Oakland spittoon. Now, again, that's not really particularly significant in my opinion. And now there is people out there, and unfortunately I may be one of them, who collect hotellery. That's right, gang. Stuff from famous hotels of years gone by. And whether or not a spittoon of this hotel, I'm sure it's engraved on there, is that really worth 345 hours? But you know what? I'm more than sure there's somebody out there willing to pay for it. And here we're looking at treasury notes from the War of 1812. And as you can see, they are actually very, very high priced. Anyway, what time is it? Oh, okay, it's 8:11. We're going to go ahead and get off of eBay and go back to our screen. And I tell you what, I think it's, while Reiser takes another sip of coffee, we are going to run another commercial, and we'll be taking care of some business here in a second. But here, have a look at this, and we'll be right back.
Situation urgent. Dirt to the left. Dirt to the right. Dirt above. Dirt below. Luckily, you have a secret weapon. New Mr. Clean, he's mean. He hates dirt. New Mr. Clean gets rid of grease. New Mr. Clean polishes off stains. New Mr. Clean rubs out grime. No other kind of cleaner cleans like New Mr. Clean. No liquid, powder, detergent, cleanser, or soap. Nothing. Mission completed. Thanks to your secret weapon, New Mr. Clean. He's mean. He hates dirt.
There you have Mr. Clean. Anyway, gang. All right, well, we got a couple of announcements tonight. Oh, boy, tonight. Sorry, AWR. Anyway, tonight at 8:30, 8:35-ish, maybe 8:40, on Rivendell Coins, we'll be doing a very addicting game, a horrible game that he has introduced us all to, and God forbid, I mean, now we're addicted to it. Darn him. But anyway, we're going to be playing a game called GeoGuessr, and boy, is it fun. And thanks, Mike. And but anyway, so we'll be playing that a little bit later. Right after this stream ends, we'll be going over to Rivendell Coins, and we'll be playing GeoGuessr, and you know, having a good time with that. So check that out. That's tonight, right after this live stream. And what else we got? We also got stuff we should not throw up, but stuff. Sorry, Mark the Bird Hunter. Stuff we should put on the screen. And hey, what we got there? We have a time schedule from AWR as far as who's streaming and whatnot. I think I need to get the updated one over there. And I think I need to get the updated one, because I think now there's a couple of additions. But there you have who's coming on when, and what they're doing, and etc. So all great stuff. And Rosie's working, and she's not even turned on. How about that? I don't know. See, Rosie doesn't work when you want her to, and now I didn't even want to bother with her tonight, and she's throwing stuff up in chat. Oh, sorry, Mark. And I don't know. So anyway, but I already got tonight's giveaway figured out, and we'll get there in a little bit. And then too, gang, you do want to pay attention to March the 5th. Hopefully we're doing this from memory again, and that's never a safe thing to do. But March the 5th is the 24 hours of live streams that AWR and Ambience kind of put together. That will be our normal time on March the 5th. We'll be doing our potty themed stream, and it's already written, it's already done, it's already ready to go. We've got pictures and everything. And a couple of peculiar facts that we want to share is how much is a person detested or hated to be placed in the inside of a chamber pot, you know, a likeness or an image. And there's actually been a couple throughout history. So, yeah, if you can't imagine that, that's kind of a thing. How much do you hate a guy to put him on the inside of a chamber pot? And we'll also be taking a stroll through the museum via the internet, through a museum that has nothing but, yes, you guessed it, nothing but chamber pots. And they actually have, I just couldn't believe when I came across this. Like, you got to be kidding. And, but yeah, this whole entire museum, and they have it all online. You can go through and look at all the chamber pots, and they actually have somewhat, to run with tonight's theme, historically significant chamber pots. And how do you authenticate whether somebody's behind or excrement has actually been inside? How do you certify? I don't know. So anyway, gang, that will be March the 5th, along with all the other streams. It should be a fun time. Now, Reiser stays up till 10ish, and then out. So I thank goodness for YouTube. We can go back and watch. But anyway, gang, that's March the 5th. Now, as far as our stream, okay, all right. Tonight we did the show about the relics. Next week, the 28th. We'll have the drive-in, and then, of course, on the 5th, March the 5th, we'll have the bathroom-themed live stream. I don't know if we're actually going to make it to the bathroom or not, because in this house we have 2 stories, and that would mean somehow orchestrating a big moving of equipment, and I don't know how that's going to pan out yet. We're going to try for the bathroom, but if not, it's just going to be a bathroom-themed stream, but we'll see. What else we got? I guess we got the giveaway. All right, gang. Well, ready or not, that's right. It's time to give away some Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. It goes wherever you go for when you have to go. And now here's the thing. Just let me preemphasize this. Not a real thing. It's made up. It's a joke. Chill. You can't actually buy it. Anyway, gang, that's right, gang. Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. How are we going to give away this tonight? Well, we've started a new thing. If you haven't told, if you couldn't tell, we've started replaying some commercials of yesteryear, because I do think they're important to the historical record. Shows you how gullible people were back then. But anyway, what we're going to do from now on is take a little clue from those commercials and let that be the thing that is, how we're giving it away. So, Sandy, moderators, heads up! And I guess I should make this word big, I guess. I should have, I know it. You'll be able to go back and look at it. So, I don't think so. Well, here's your question tonight. If you want to win the giveaway, this is what you have to put down in chat. And the first person in my chat, who has the right word, wins tonight's giveaway. You ready or not? Here we go. That first commercial that you saw at the beginning of the live stream was Shasta shampoo. It had a ingredient in their shampoo, which probably you shouldn't put in your hair. But what was that ingredient called? First person in the chat can put that in there. They win tonight's giveaway. And you'll be winning a packet of toilet paper and whatever stuff that I happen to throw in there. Bang! All right. Wow, Mark Thomas, you pay attention. Yeah, some other good ones there. Arsenic. Yeah, don't put arsenic in your hair. Well, congrats, Mark Thomas. That was quick, and wow, you shocked me. You pay attention. I better be careful what I do. What's behind me? You probably pay attention to what's going on. But anyway, that was quick. Fire. Yeah, don't put fire in your hair. And I can't read that. Anyway, so congrats, Mark Thomas. Shoot me an email, and I'll send you your toilet paper, and I'll be a coin or two in there, a button, who knows. I'm always trying to clean my desk, so I'll throw stuff in there. Bills. Just look out, Mark Thomas. You'll get bills, too. So anyway, gang, to recap. Look Alive, March the 5th. Don't miss it. It's going to be a fun evening. And all the stuff that's going on over there over that way. That can't point this. Oh, that way, that way, that way. There's your schedule for the live streams. There's always something going on. Screenshot it. And right after, again, tonight, we'll probably end this about 5 minutes. That way it gives me a chance to do stuff before coming back on here, and I'll go over to Rivendell Coins and take a look at GeoGuessr. You know, Rivendell, you just couldn't get me addicted to like drugs or alcohol. You had to go and show me this darn game. I see how you are. That's you're just a little techno pusher. You techno pusher. Anyway, so there we go. We'll be heading over there after the stream. All right, gang. Well, have a great evening, and do even though the weather doesn't support it, do get out there and try and find some treasure, even if it's knowledge, information, new shampoo.